Hi, nice to meet you, Mariana.
How are you? How are you?
I'm good. Did you watch the original to prepare for this role, or did you try to keep it separate?
Okay. I actually did see the original, but I didn't watch it to prepare for it. I watched it while I was filming it.
Ah,
Yeah. So
why did you take that approach?
yeah. When I was filming it, I had I actually went to my auntie house, my publicist, Keisha. She was like, yeah, like this is a remake. Like, this is a whole thing that's out and it's dope. I'm like, yeah, I've never seen it. She's like, sit down. She cooked everything. We had like a whole family moment. And my actual family, we all sat down and watched it. Yeah.
So, what was it like to see that Kenny compared to your Kenny?
Oh my, it's crazy because he would actually come to set. He would come to set and he would be on there. He would just hang out with me, just laugh. He would have lunch with me. He would give me pointers like, "Hey, when you do this, it's this." So you know what I'm saying? Like he would have that whole little interaction with me. So yeah.
So, even though you didn't originally see this one, what is a movie from the 90s or a TV show that you would love to be part of a remake of?
Woo! Easy, Little Rascals.
Oh,
And you know exactly who I could be already.
that would be
Yeah,
cool.
Little
That would be
Rascals.
cool to see like
Yeah,
a young adult version of that. That would be I could see it. Oh my god, I would love
yeah,
that.
yeah. Or if they did like Allain-Marcus like biopic or something, I think that would be dope too.
That would be good. So, why do you think Kenny and Tanya butt heads so much?
I think it was lifing and putting them in the parents' position at baby's age. Having to still take care of the younger two and make sure that they're not falling behind on things they're supposed to be doing. And then over top of it, I'm a nutcase, and my sister is like a fashion guru, so it's like trying to keep everything else afloat too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And their dad had just passed away a year
Absolutely.
ago, and it seems that everyone was affected about it, but Kenny had kind of talked about, they briefly talk about how Kenny has changed a lot since the dad has died, but he feels a
Yeah,
bit more free and like himself. But it
yeah.
also seemed like he veered like in the complete opposite direction.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like he's trying to still find himself. What do you think about
Absolutely.
Kenny at this point in
I
time?
think I think that he absolutely is still trying to find himself. I think that, when Pops passed away, it was big for him. But him being, the older brother, it kind of gave him like the whole, okay, suppress the emotion and just, you know what I'm saying, kind of just do. And I think that's what got him into a lot of trouble and kind of gave him that nickname, the crazy one, the one that was always daredevil, and you know what I mean? And I feel like that's where that kind of came from. But ultimately I felt like he was just misled. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was just, just kind of just living rather than like thinking before he reacted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I felt like the family oriented, it's pulling them together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you think Kenny got a job? Did that frustrate you as just yourself that you're just like, why didn't Kenny get a job?
I don't know. Like, yeah. I just always thought that it was just like a no brainer. Like, just get a job. Like you know your your position here. So it was just like he's being an obvious jerk. Yeah.
Or just use his weed money. Like, I feel like he smoked groceries for a week every single day.
Whatever it is, yeah. Yeah, he
What?
just was. I think it was his avenue, like he just kind of found his lane. Like he wasn't so opposed to being outside in the field. He's just like, I gotta figure out what my niche is. He picked up a spatula.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was your favorite scene to shoot?
My favorite scene to shoot. I think when we had to chase the car down the hill to the lake when the car went into the lake and we had to like run down there. We were all like about to fall down this hill. I think that's one of the funnier ones. I think actually a scene that's not in the movie. Me and my two friends were outside painting the house. And this is after the party. This is after like and we're outside painting the house. And one of my friends said something slick. He says like, "Little, just being guys."
Mm.
And I take the whole paint canister and throw it on him, like from head to toe. It's like drenched him in paint, but it didn't make the movie.
I also like, even though I was just like, Kenny, you're just such a jerk, when she asked him to do the dishes and he just decides to play baseball with the dishes.
Yeah, and I love shooting that scene because that scene was something that was out of the original film. And Kenny was actually on set to watch me do that whole scene and like give me pointers, the dishes are done, man. Like that whole, you know what I mean? Give me the whole note thing. Like, trust me, like we were on it. Like I loved it. I loved every moment.
What was it like to shoot at the original house?
Oh, it was great. It was great. Like I felt like it was like a museum. Like when the Wade, he would walk us through there like top to bottom and be like, yeah, like this is where this happened, this is where this happened. And then like, after I watched the original film, it was like, oh, this is where that happened. Like this is, and it was starting to come full circle. Like it really was a dope moment.
Yeah. How is it like working with Wade as a director? Because he's an actor too. How is that like to work with an actor who's also a director who's also an actor?
I take my hat completely off to Wade. Do you hear me? Like Wade is truly gifted. Like Wade, and it's crazy because I texted him and I was like, bro, I seen you in the show with the woo. He's like, yeah, man, appreciate it. But he's a whole director. Like he's actually out here making films. Like Wade is really gonna do some great things in this industry. Like even just being a part of this film and learning from him, and him kind of taking me under his wing and giving me all his notes and pointers. Like I love Wade, man, and I take my hat off to him every time I even hear his name. Like that's my guy, really my guy.
What was it like to mostly work with people around your age or younger? Like, there's not that many adults within the movie. That's basically
Yeah.
the whole premise. What was that like?
Oh man, we had fun. Like that's what that Carter. Like I'm telling you, every single day it was something else. Like we would have lunch together. We would go to catering and crafty together. You want something? What you want? Like you know what I mean? Like it was very family oriented. So yeah.
So we know the premise of how they got rid of the body and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's pretend that this is still within the movie realm and less consequences. If the
Okay.
babysitter had died,
Okay.
what would you have done? Would you have called the police or would you have gotten rid of the body?
Oh no, hey, calling the police ain't even an option. Like calling the police is not an option. What happened? What were we doing? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Like it's just like, what do you do in that situation? Like you have this deceased old lady just laying on your floor, and you and all your siblings just standing there like I don't really think there is anything to do. It's just like I'm not gonna lie, I'm calling my dad. Like, and we just gonna have to figure it out from there. Like we do whatever we do from there. We just do it as a family. I don't know.
Abandon the house. I guess we just don't live here anymore.
Hey, she can have it. This is her room right here.
How would you say you relate to Kenny and how would you say you guys are different?
Oh man, like we're both daredevils. Like I tumble, I break dance, I all of that stuff. So when it comes to trying things and falling, I'm with it all because I know that's how you get to greatness. You gotta fail. But I think where we don't relate is his emotional impulsiveness. You know what I mean? Like I feel like because of his situation, because he's having to take on a role and maintain Big Brother, and he's also the troublemaker, so he's trying not to be in trouble. I feel like it's just overwhelming for him a lot of times, and I felt like that's why he kind of turned to, cooking, and because I felt like it was something that was relaxing for him. Like it was, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's why he probably smoked, and you know what I mean? Like just kind of just connecting the dots. But yeah.
Yes. And what do you kind of imagine what happened after the end of that summer, after mom comes home? What do you kind of think happens with the kids?
I don't know. Hopefully the second one tells you.
Having a sequel would be cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to you. I can't wait to talk to you about future projects like BMF and things that you haven't even booked yet. But
Yeah.
congratulations on this role, and I can't wait to
So
talk to you
much.
soon.
Thank you so much. And it's crazy because it's funny you say that. I'm actually about to start dropping my music, so we have a lot to show the world.
Oh, yes, I would love to talk to you about that as
Yeah,
well. So
of course.
definitely connect, and I would love to talk to you soon.
1000%. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one. Okay, bye.